There are several people that I've interviewed on my ShyPod channel, and I've interviewed Samuel, Richard, Regina, and all these people. They had to get assistantship outside their departments. These things, they are there, and you can watch those interviews and try to learn from these people. I've also interviewed Samuel and then Richard during a live session where they talked about the assistantship process. What I took from the live session is that you have to make sure you read a lot about the position and make sure you fit into the position, or you have some background experience that will make you qualify for the position. And the positions require you to go through interviews, and so you have to prepare well for the interviews. When I interviewed Regina, she told me she applied for so many GA positions, so many of them she cannot even count them, and she got interviews from three of them and she got one offer, and that offer even came in July, right? So yeah, those options are very difficult, but then you can only try, right? And yeah, it's possible you can get funding from outside your department. It depends on the school, it depends on the competition and all of that. It depends on your experiences. Some positions will require you to work with students, so your prior experience working with students is going to be extremely important. You would have to craft your story around how you've offered help to students, and this one, you have to exaggerate some of the things that you may have done, because it's an interview, and when it comes to these things, it's not really exactly how it happened, but more like something you can do, right? You talk about what you can do in a way. The way these outside GA positions work is that schools have job portals where they post assistantship jobs and all of that. Every school probably has that, but then they have different names. Some have what we call Workday. A Workday, I think it's private, more like a private company. And so, yeah, in my school, they call it Huskies Get Hired. So it's not the usual one that you may be familiar with. And then other places, they have what we call Handshake. So the Handshake is also a private company, I believe. So the school will affiliate with those private companies and then be able to post those jobs. Some of them will require you to have a school email before you can actually get access to these jobs. I think Handshake, because it's private, you might be able to log in with your Gmail and apply, but schools might not consider your application if you don't have if you don't use a school email.